Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Tyson. I'm here, as always, with my wife, Marta, the creator of How to Be a Better Restaurant Customer. She's just full of humor today.
No.
Today, we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't order a steak. Uh, I'm pretty sure that's pretty interesting, so we're going to just jump right in as soon as Marta can stop giggling.
I just have to say, I take these videos very seriously. I take making these videos very
Well,
serious.
why are you laughing?
My husband is a goofball, so I'm sorry. It's very serious to me. So
I resent that.
this
At all. I'm very professional. You guys know that. You can hear how I speak on these films, and
Yeah,
I take this serious.
they can't hear how you speak right before you hit record, though.
I have no knowledge of what you're speaking of.
But yeah, this is why you shouldn't order steak at a restaurant.
Okay, so tell me why I shouldn't order a steak at a restaurant.
And the you is whoever falls into these categories I'm about to talk about. Basically, if you don't know anything about steaks, you need to educate yourself, get educated, or just leave steak alone. And I want to preface this by saying I'm not like the biggest steak connoisseur in the world. I'm not. There are people that are complete experts on steak and they're connoisseurs and all this kind of thing, and I'm not. Um, I just happen to work at a restaurant that serves steak as one of the main things that you can get. So, I know something about steak and ordering steak as a result of that. Some people know nothing about it, and it's like you need to know something about it when you're ordering steak. So that's what this post was about. One of the main things that people don't really seem to understand are steak temperatures. At my restaurant, we're required to repeat back and explain any steak or any meat temperature, period. So basically, if a person orders a steak or a burger, and let's say they go, give me the ribeye medium, I'm required to say, so you'd like it pink all the way through, or something to that effect, because the reason that they make us do that, the majority of our customers don't seem to have any clue what they're talking about when they ask for their steak. And I hate to say that, but it's true. If we didn't tell them that that medium was going to be pink all the way through, I have so many customers that would order a steak medium because that sounds cool to them or something. I don't know, maybe they heard someone on TV order it that way or something. I don't know why they order it that way, but then it comes and they're like, well, this is raw because look at all the pink. But you ordered a medium.
Right.
So that's what you ordered. So I think it's really important for people to understand steak temperatures and not just call out stuff, because every restaurant doesn't have a policy like mine does, which is to repeat it back. Some people are just going to take your order, period, and they're going to assume that what you said is what you want.
Okay.
So, and medium well, this is something that's very important for me to say, it does have a touch of pink in it. It tends to have kind of maybe a thin strip of pink in the middle.
Okay.
Period. So there's no such thing as medium well, no pink.
Right.
No such thing. Or I'm not going to say no such thing. Different restaurants can have different variations, but to my knowledge, medium well always means a touch of pink.
Okay.
So that's one of the main things that I think that customers need to get educated on. Until you have that understanding, then you should stay away from steak, or at the very least listen to your server.
Okay.
Because I have a huge problem when I do tell someone that medium is pink all the way through, and they go, no, I'm talking about when it has a little pink in the middle. Oh, so you want it medium well? No, I want it medium. Pink all the way through? No, I'm talking about the medium where it's just got a little pink. Okay, that's not medium.
Well, I'm pretty sure you got an extensive amount of examples and experience in this with different people that you've talked to. Why don't you give us one of those funny examples?
Well, that was the example.
That was
no,
an
I mean,
example?
people argue with me about that sort of thing back and forth, and they tell me, well, when I make it, or when my mom makes it, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if your mom is telling you that she's giving you a medium steak, but it's just a little pink in the middle, she's not. I mean, that's just mom's version of medium.
Right.
And so people will argue. And another thing that really bugs me is that when I'm telling you, people go, I know. I go, medium is pink all the way. I know. Medium. I want medium. And a baked potato. I know. And then they get it and they're flabbergasted. It's like, dude, Like,
right.
don't be rude about it. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right.
So,
Awesome.
another aspect of people not understanding steak is not understanding the different cuts of meat and the different kinds of steak.
Okay.
One of the biggest like misconceptions I need to clear up is that a T-bone is not the best steak in the whole world. Like people seem to think that a T-bone is like the king of steaks. It's like the best steak that anyone can possibly get, and it's not. For instance, at like my restaurant, we offer a porterhouse, which is a similar nature to a T-bone in like the type of bone that it has. But what's different, a porterhouse is better. It actually has a side of it that's a fillet,
right.
And the fillet is awesome. It's an exceptional cut of meat. And people don't realize that, so they come to my restaurant like, I want the T-bone. I'm like, well, we have a porterhouse. Y'all don't got the T-bone? You know, what kind of place is this? Y'all ain't got a T-bone.
I'm wondering, are these the kind of people that come to your restaurant?
Yes, and I have to patiently explain to them that, you know, a porterhouse is very similar to a T-bone, but it's actually better, and here's why. And I'll go through the spiel, and at the very end, they'll be like, man, can't believe y'all ain't got a T-bone. Like, they don't even care what I had to say about the porterhouse. Guess I'm going to have to get this porterhouse. You know, and it's like you're getting a better quality meal.
Right.
Sirloin. Sirloin is pretty much like the cheapest steak you're going to get on any restaurant that has steak on the menu. This is going to be the cheapest one. These are the ones that are like $8, $9, $10 tops, and they come with like 2 side items. But there's a reason for that. They're not the best quality cut. Now, this isn't to say that you can't enjoy your meal if you get a sirloin. You just have to understand what a sirloin is. First of all, sirloin is like one of, if not the leanest cuts of meat. It's definitely one of the leanest cuts of meat. Very, very little fat to any fat with a sirloin. But what that means is that for optimal tenderness, it's best at like medium, which is pink all the way through. With a sirloin, if you get it medium rare, it tends to be stringy. So you don't even want to get into medium rare and rare with a sirloin. Medium is where it's like it's optimal for eating.
Okay.
Once you get to medium well and well done, it definitely loses tenderness. So one of the funniest things to me is that people come into my restaurant, they order the 6-ounce sirloin, well done, juicy. And it's like, that's an oxymoronic statement. Like, because you've just ordered, you know, you've just made a statement with 2 opposite things in it. I tell people, I guarantee them it won't be juicy. I tell them I can promise you that it's going to be not juicy. And in fact, it might be dry. You know, I think that there might be people out there that can pull off a juicy, well-done sirloin, but I'm not sure who they are. So, people need to understand that. If price is your factor, then maybe you don't want to order steak, unless you don't mind that your steak is going to be on the dry side if you prefer well done. You know what I'm saying? Now, a fillet, this is something that I try to steer people towards. When someone says I want a well done juicy steak, I try to get them to get like a fillet. A fillet is, you know, tender. It's tender, you know, even at well done. Not maybe tender for my preferences because I'm a medium steak eater, but it's going to have some tenderness at well done. A ribeye is going to be better because it has more of the fat marbling in it.
Well, we're going to have to do a second installation on this so you can tell everybody about the steaks. I'm getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
But that's just about all the time we have for today.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're on top of that because I was just going to go off.
Yeah, you was getting to the ribeyes. I got to go get me something to eat now. Well, as always, it was nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you, and I hope you guys just understand this is educational and not to call anyone a moron or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We love you. God bless you.